What up YouTube, Nathan Heightz here, and today we're going to be talking about the 2 best ways to memorize words in a foreign language. We're going to be examining this from a psychological standpoint and from my personal experience, okay? So, first things first, flashcards. The way memory works, you guys, things are either memorized implicitly or explicitly, okay? This means they're either subconscious or conscious efforts, okay? A lot of times when we're learning words in a foreign language, it'll be a conscious effort, okay? We'll see a word, we'll wonder what it means, and we'll try to memorize it once we find out. So this makes this explicit memorization. It requires effort. And the way memory works is in a sequence, in a little process, okay? It starts as sensory information, it moves to short-term memory, and then it moves to long-term memory, okay? For example, if you read an 8-sentence paragraph and I ask you, what were the exact words in the second sentence, 99% of the time, you would have no clue. It's because every word comes in and out of your brain. It's pretty much figuratively in one ear and out the other because it's processed as sensory information. The only way to move this sensory information to your short-term memory, which can be recalled like say in the next 10 seconds or in the next 5 minutes, would be to recall it, okay? And that's exactly what flashcards do. You read one side, you turn it over, and you read the other side, and you recall the information. You pull that information out from your brain. The more you do it, the more solidified it gets in your memory, and it moves from sensory to short-term, okay? And once you have it in your short-term memory, it won't stay there for long, so you gotta keep working to move that to your long-term memory, and the only way to do that is to continue recalling, okay? This is where spaced repetition comes in. I'm sure if you're learning a language, you've heard of this term before, and yeah, it's scientific fact, you guys. The more we spread out our learning, the better chances are of us retaining that information. So, you know, the words you learned today, you might want to relearn them in 2 days, and then maybe in a week, and then maybe in 3 weeks, and then maybe in 2 months, and then maybe, in a year recall them, and by then, you would have hit the plateau, and it would be in your mind, okay, you guys? The second thing I want to talk about is learning words through humiliating experiences, humiliating mistakes, errors. What I'm talking about here is basically the mistakes you make in everyday conversations trying to practice this language. And this comes down to evolution, you guys. The reason we feel emotions is because our emotions either motivate us to do something or motivate us to stay away from something, okay? When we're scared, we're motivated to run, okay? Or, there's fight or flight. It gets a lot deeper, but for the sake of this video, we're motivated to stay away from things that we fear and to be attracted towards things that promote good emotions, okay? So these humiliating mistakes you make will basically leave a flashbulb memory, okay? For example, emotions plus events equals flashbulb memories. This is a scientific term used by psychologists to explain events of emotional significance that basically become memories instantly. They don't have to go through this process. And it happens because our brain takes mental photos of these situations. A good example would be 9/11 in the United States, the terrorist attacks, if that's what you want to call them. I don't know exactly, but whatever. The terrorist attacks. Pretty much everybody knows where they were on 9/11. Doesn't matter really how old you are, as long as you're like over 4 years old, you pretty much know exactly where you were. Okay, you guys? This is like 99% of people, okay? And that's because that situation was extremely emotionally significant to a lot of us, okay? To society as a whole. So, for example, a good example of this would be, I wrote my fiance's dad a birthday card, okay? And in this birthday card, I told him he's a good huésped, okay? And this pretty much, I see it in the dictionary as guest or host, but I really only see it used as the word guest in conversation and in books and in movies and things of that sort. I think for host, it's more of a biological host, like for the host of a disease or the host of maybe like an infection or of a bug of some sort. I'll never forget to use a different word because of this experience, okay? And so that's just one example, okay, you guys? So these are the 2 ways that I learn words in foreign languages. Flashcards, by recalling, it moves things from sensory to short-term to long-term, and through humiliating mistakes. It could also be, good emotions, but the humiliating ones seem to be most effective, at least for me. And it doesn't really have to be that significant, to be honest. Like a lot of the times when I'm corrected, especially when I'm speaking with a group of people, I'll feel it in my gut, like, I made a mistake. But I will remember that, and I'll be thinking about it, okay? Like after the conversation, I'll be thinking about, you know, what I said and how I could have said it better. So thank you for watching this video, you guys. This is the last video I'm making till I reach 1,000 subscribers. We're only 12 away, so yay! Thank you guys, and please subscribe. Give me that thumbs up if you guys like these videos. If you guys want me to go into more depth, I will in a future video. I'm still a student myself, you guys, but thank you for all the love, and peace.